So there we are, cheese scones made. Let's get in, let's slice one open and let's put some butter on. Look at that, perfect bread interior, that perfect cheesy scone, that is amazing. Oh, let's get some butter on there. Oh, come on. Get the butter on while it's still warm. Cold butter, warm scones. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a classic. We're doing cheese scones. Really easy cheddar cheese scone recipe. It's one of the recipes we were all taught when we were learning. It's so simple. I've broken it down into reasonable size ingredients so we can all make it at home. In here, all-purpose flour. In here, baking powder. So that is now making self-raising flour. Give that a little stir. A little bit of salt, about a teaspoon I reckon, somewhere around about there. A little bit of mustard powder. Always mustard powder for a little bit of flavouring in here, you know. And to be quite honest, it doesn't make it strong or overpowering, and you ain't going to burn your mouth. So a little bit of mustard powder in there, a little stir in. Now this is a really simple recipe to make. Everybody can make this at home. Butter in there. This is cold butter actually, for a change. Already cubed up just to make it easier. Get your hands in and start to turn this into loose breadcrumbs. You don't have to go too fine, don't worry about it. Nice and steady. Lift up, squeeze the butter, squeeze the life out of the butter. Give it a rub in. Now don't forget, food processor, all bunged in. Whiz it up a few seconds. Okay, there's our breadcrumb mix there, look. That was what, 2 minutes work, if that. So we're making cheese scones. In there with the cheese. Look at all that cheese, oh no. Yep, get it in. We're making cheese scones, put the cheese in. We're just going to give that a turning in with the flour. Be light when you do this, don't push it down and squash it in yet. We've got to get some fluid in here. So be quite light when you're lifting and coating the flour with the cheese. It's very straightforward, it's easy enough to do. Milk. Be careful with your milk. We don't want it too soggy. And we need to be bringing it together. Now depending where you live, sea level, above and below, you might have to add more milk, or you might have to add more flour. If it's wet, flour. If it's dry, milk. Now, I do know that some people put turmeric in scones, you know, to make them yellow it up a little bit. However, I eat turmeric all the time and I can taste turmeric, so I don't put it in. That'll do, I reckon. So we need to get all that off there. We want it all, don't we? We're not going to waste any of this cheesy mixture. So on here, minimal amount of flour. We don't have to go nuts with this. And we're just going to bring this together and put it on there and slightly knead it. I'll just give it a little turning in on the bowl first. See if we get all this out of here. We don't waste anything. So let's have that on there. Incorporate that dry stuff that's left on there. Now we don't have to go crazy with the rolling either. Just bring it together. If when you bake the scones and they crack open, that's character and they look superb. So you really don't have to go to town with this. Just keep it together best you can. You know, and that's it basically. Commercially wise, you know, this is one of the best recipes that we learned as young cooks, you know. We got to take these home and we fantastic. Now just roll it out to what you want. You know, we want about 3 centimeters in height, somewhere around there. We don't want that thing. We want this thing. Okay, take yourself a tray, line it up with some parchment paper, stick your oven on, 180 degrees for us here, for you at home 190 if you're using a regular oven, that's about 380. So we are doing 180, that's about 360, but on this one, it has settings. And today, we are going to use the pizza setting, but we're going to bring the temperature down to 180. Okay, cut out your little scones. 2, 3, 4. So we got 10 there already. Take out that. Take up your scone and on your tray. Don't worry if they're slightly touching, we can always cut through with a knife. Don't worry about that. Right, we've got a little bit of a mix here, look. Just bring it together. Don't overwork it, we only want a couple out of this. And it looks like you probably get another 4 out of here, but we only want 2 for this tray. We're not over flouring anything, it doesn't require it. So we will get another 2 out of this, definitely. Okay, I've changed my mind. I think that might be a little bit overcrowded actually. So let's come on here with a couple of these. I think we're going to go for that. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 15 scones with a 3-inch cutter, about 2.5 centimeters deep. Okay, next stage for this then. We want to be egg washing the top. Now I won't egg wash those, I'll egg wash these and get these in. Nice egg wash on there. Now you could milk wash if you wanted, not a problem. It just put a lighter crust on the top. We're not bothered about that. We get these nice and golden, I think. I mean, come on, how easy is this? A little bit of cheese dusted on the top. We got to get something melted on there. No stress on that one, straight in the oven. So we are bobbing that straight in there. And we are going on for 12 minutes. We do 14. From 12 we start looking. We can leave it to 14 if they don't look like they're cooked. And then this lot will be going in next. Just get some egg wash on your remaining scones to go in there. It won't be long before we're swapping over. Okay, done. 14 minutes. More than enough. More than enough. Straight back in with that other lot. So with these then, we're just going to give them a little minute, and then we're just going to actually separate that one there. We're just going to give them a little minute on here to settle themselves, and then we're going to take them off and put them on a rack. So I'll probably give them about 5 minutes actually, while the other lot are starting off in there. Okay, and hot, let's get those out of there. Come on, perfect, perfect scones. Again, let's just give them a little minute to settle themselves down, and we'll stick them on a rack to cool. All cooked in the high sapientia 24 litre air fryer, and on this, on the pizza setting. And I think the pizza setting works with more heat coming from the bottom, but I'm not 100% certain. So there we are, cheese scones made. Let's get in, let's slice one open, and let's put some butter on. Look at that. Perfect, perfect bread interior. That perfect cheesy scone. That is amazing. Oh, let's get some butter on there. Oh, come on. Get the butter on while it's still warm. Cold butter, warm scones. Now you have a huge problem when it comes down to cheese scones that have been made lovely properly with a nice cheesy crust. You know, the people who make the cheese scones and just put all the cheese in, don't have a cheesy crust, don't have that extra cheesy punch to it. So what do? And they're perfectly cooked underneath, look, superb. You've got a nice top on there with all that nice crusty cheese. So which bit do you eat first? There's a dilemma. So which bit do you eat? Leave a comment. Now, do you go for the bottom piece first and savour the top piece with all the cheese on for the final tasting? Or do you do the cheesy top first and then the bottom? And what other fillings would you put on there? Do you put fillings on? I like it with butter. So there you go, dilemma time. Top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom. That is amazing. Cheddar cheese all the way through there. Nice soft scone, properly cooked. Nice bottom, so we got to do the top. Oh, that is the ultimate. I can never get tired of eating a cheesy scone with that crispy cheesy top. Not ever. It's the ultimate. Oh man, ultimate heaven. Warm melted butter on a warm cheesy scone with cheddar encrusted top and a glass of cold milk. I'm always blown away. I've been making these for so long. If you like what we're doing, it's the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and we'll catch you in the next video. Do I savour? Do I eat the bottom?